What's up, everybody? We're back. Just got done with the gym time, and now I'm doing my daily. And we're on day number. Let's put it over there today, that day. And so as I was sitting there pedaling on the bike, chugging along, and I was watching the. I'm gonna call it new. I've been on deployment. I don't know when it came out exactly. By the time you see this, it's not gonna be new. It's gonna be old. That's not the point. The new Chappelle special on Netflix. It was funny. I laughed a lot. It was good. It was good. I laughed. I enjoyed it. It was good. Some good jokes in there. Some of it, like go watch it. It's really good. I'm not gonna give it up. But at the end, he got talking at the end. It was like the last 20 minutes. It was like a whole long joke setup and everything. But I like how Dave Chappelle, out of a lot of comedians, I don't watch too many comedians, but I do like to watch him regularly when he drops a special, right? Because of his storytelling of what is a real life story, right? A real thing that happened or something with him, but how he takes a very serious note and serious tone when he's about to monologue into and there's a joke, there's the punchline is coming. He's a comedian. There's got to be a punchline in it somewhere, of course, right? But as he's doing it and he's building up to it, the seriousness that it takes, he's being serious. He's not bullshitting, right? A lot, especially since COVID, when he's really come back on the scene. I think big time, with a lot of more specials. He's put out 3 specials now or something, right? Since COVID time, and since the COVID when he did the one live on his land where he live at, Ohio or some shit, right? He did that one that's. He always does these real serious where he's really trying to tell you fucking something. He's trying to send a message, right? And the punchline's coming, and that's fine because it just makes it funnier for that brief. It kind of gives you that. All right, the punchline was serious, but at least we still got to laugh a little bit in it. So what he started talking about, you go watch it for the punchline, but what connected with me, right, is he started telling how he was a dreamer, right? How he's always been dreaming big, because he started off about 24 years ago when he had his first special there in DC, and now 24 years later, as a 50-year-old man, he's living his dream, and he talked about his dream a little bit. And I like how he correlated to him going to a club, and again, as part of the joke, and I won't tell the joke, but he sees a person sitting across with bottle service and girls and everything like that, and he realizes in that moment, he's in that person's dream, right? And that person is living their dream, and you're just it's you know what they say, it's you're the what do they say, you're the main character, right? And then everyone else in my story, you all just fucking NPCs, right? I'll put it in video game terms, right? Y'all just NPCs, okay? I'm the main character. It's me, all right? And y'all are just fucking guest appearances, and maybe I keep you around for a little bit, and then maybe I don't. And maybe you guys are staples in the show that is the Josh Moore Show, right? And if you're watching this, then you're a staple in the Bravo Zulu show, literally, right? Because we live right now on YouTube, right? You watching. But it just really connected because he the way he flipped it of sometimes you're living your dream, and other times you're just in somebody else's dream, right? And it's having the humility, which y'all know I don't try to track down that, but really that is what hit is having the humility part of being able to recognize when you are living in someone else's dream for that moment. They're kind of connected with me right there, right? Somewhat in the Navy world, and outside of the Navy world too. But today, it kind of hit because it kind of connected a little bit more today. I think maybe just circumstances lined up, and as we're doing E5 eval rankings, and I loathe that shit. There's something's got to happen with how we do things in the Navy and evals and all that, because this shit just don't cut it. All right, we're comparing not even apples and oranges because they both fruit. We're kind of comparing vegetables with meats and proteins and breads, and it does not add up. Okay, let me fix this lighting a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna go to. I can't. I can't. Oh no! Sorry. I just need to. I need to get my face back in. There we go. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to fix the lighting a little bit. My bad. But we're doing the eval rankings, right? And that shit is just so. I was trying to like. I spoke up because I was like, look, I'm not trying to sit here all fucking day and argue about why you think your sailor is better than my sailor and why my sailor is better than that sailor, right? I'm not trying to spend 2 hours to fucking do this, okay? And you might sit there and be like, well, it's your fucking sailor. You should be. Shut up, okay? We shouldn't have to, is the point, right? I'm comparing engineers that do an engineering job, right? That have that in this fucking ship that has sailors that they should be leading and they're works in their super store and should be giving work lists to my one sailor who does 75% of the work, not 100% of the work that comes that's strictly like supply related, right? I'm talking about like your basic storekeeping stuff if you old enough, okay? He does all of that. What I do is all off-ship email communication to make sure port visits and big picture stuff at the chief suppo level is taken care of. Day-to-day shit, he does. Does he do it as much as like LS2 on a destroyer does? No, because we don't have those systems. But how am I supposed to compare that to someone else? I shouldn't have to compare it. That's my point, right? And getting back to the Dave Chappelle dream, right? It's like, in that moment, so many of us were wrapped up about what our own dream was that we didn't even know that we're just in a cutscene as part of our sailor's dream. Whatever their dream might be. Might be 20, 30 years, might be a fucking another 9 months. It doesn't matter, right? But we're imposing ourselves in that situation. And it just doesn't sit well with me, right? Because we can't recognize that, like, it's not even recognized. I think maybe we do recognize that it is their dream, but we're trying to control it, right? We want to make sure that their dream goes a certain way for them, instead of making sure that they were set up for success where, like, it's going to go the way they want it to go, whichever way they want it to go. That's kind of my issue with a lot of it, right? And so as I was watching Dave Chappelle, it just kind of like reminded me of what I had to do earlier in the day, right? And my sailor's good. My sailor's always going to be good. And I like to try to grow my sailors to know that they don't control their eval at all, right? First classes ranked them, chiefs ranked them, like in some places the CMC will do their own ranking. So there's 3, right? Then department heads will rank them, and then finally the XO or CO, depending on what level you're at, will finally make their final fucking decision. You have 4 different bodies of people doing rankings that they're not the fucking bottom signer on. So why? Why is that part of our daily? Why are we trying to enforce that on part of? And I'm stuck on this Chappelle like dream thing. Like that's not like that's that sailors thing. Like we should just be able to slap it in there and then send it up, and whatever they've been doing should just fucking roll and speak for itself, right? And they shouldn't even have to compete a bit. It should just be, what is the standard of what they should be doing, and are they doing it? And it shouldn't be like, well, that sailor's 1, that sailor's 3. No, I want my sailor to be 5, and like, fuck that. It's such a waste of energy and time. And I hope it's one of those things as soon as shit pops off, or as soon as we get this fucking NAFIT, fucking eNAFIT launched, like we could just do away with all of this shit and get down to us, the ones doing the rankings, right? Not imposing ourselves on other people's dreams, okay? And realizing when we are a part of their dream and that we're not the main character in their show, right? And when those sailors ask us for certain things or need their help with certain things, that we don't try to become the main character, that we don't force ourselves into a role on their show that keeps us coming back so we can feel important. You know what I mean? You ever watch a show like that where it's like just this reoccurring fucking this guest role that just keeps coming up, and you're just like, why the fuck is this person here, man? Like you were supposed to be there for 2 shows, but all of a sudden they pulled off 6 months on this bitch. Like that shit is dead tired. That's how I feel like some chiefs and shit be acting with our junior sailors. Like they asked you for one thing, you're supposed to help them with that, and now you have forced your way into this like reoccurring role, just so you can feel good. Hey, you don't even gotta like it. It's just the truth that I'm spitting right now. Truth. If it's about you, then it's about you. If, my boy Gary said, "Shout out Gary, touches your heart, and maybe the shoe fits." Okay, don't forget like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Do you feel like there's ever been someone that's forced themselves into your show, that they try to be the main character of your shit? Let me know. If not, then leave me your favorite emoji. It might be this one. It might not be. Maybe it's something else. Let me know. We'll see you in the next one.